Where there is a will, there is a Hong Konger with a way. Blank sheets held up in protests this summer, saying nothing but meaning everything after Beijing imposed its national security law banning certain slogans and protests. Clever, but only fleetingly effective. Scared activists now scramble to erase social media posts. Those who can are leaving Hong Kong. Because they know the arrests under the new harsh law have started. Opposition figures and some student activists like Tony Chang, who was picked up seemingly for a Facebook post about independence. But so the fear goes, he won't be the last.
It's very sad. People are panicked.
Hong Kong media tycoon Jimmy Lai, long a supporter of the protest movement, accepts that he is watched every day.
I'm followed. Just this morning, my driver told me that, look at the young kid, on the left side. He's there every day and trying to see what time I leave home and all that.
You don't sound scared by that.
I can't be scared. If I'm scared, what can I do? I cannot say anything. I cannot do anything. Because the most skillful thing that the CCP can do is to induce fear in you, to subdue you.
This is a man who walks his talk, and not just as the owner of Apple Daily, a media outlet openly critical of the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, and Hong Kong's leadership. Last summer, when Hong Kong's streets were places of promise and momentum, and the world was watching, Jimmy Lai was front and center, both organizing and participating in some of the protests designed to push in part for democratic reforms. That's among the reasons why he was arrested earlier this year. It didn't silence him, though.
If you say anything wrong or hurt the Chinese government, or you criticize in a way that you disturb hostility to the CCP, you are liable to the crime of subversion.
Would you have believed it last year if someone had said to you, 1 year from now, the national security law will be in place?
No, nobody expected that. This rush implementation of the national security law is actually a blunder that CCP hasn't thought it through. It's a great blow to its economy at the time when China's economy is in dire situation.
Is everything you're saying here, sir, actually a violation of this new security law?
Yes.
And that doesn't worry you?
No.
Is there not a chance that you could be spirited away in the middle of the night to a prison in mainland China?
Yes. But what can I do? Just keep quiet?
And so he's staying put, has told his family they can leave if they need to, has told his staff at the newspaper he doesn't want them to be martyrs, but they should do what they feel is right. So the criticism of Beijing goes on. But Hong Kong, he suggests, will effectively be finished if the rest of the world, including countries like Canada, don't speak up.
If we are complacent, if we just let them do whatever the dictatorial value, the world one day will have to be changed to the image of China. How mistaken we have been, thinking that when China grow richer, we'll be more like us, and how wrong we have been.
The more voices in Hong Kong that go quiet, the more his stands out. He says his chief worry is for the young, who grew up in a Hong Kong of free expression and now face an increasingly constrained future under Chinese control. Multiple nations, including Canada, have canceled extradition treaties with Hong Kong. Go further, he says, offer political asylum to young activists, then keep pushing.
The leverage is you're united with all the country in the West. That is the leverage. All the other country has to be united together to have the leverage.
Canada isn't just any other country to Jimmy Lai. His ties here are strong. His twin sister and mother have lived in Ontario, his family buying and building businesses throughout Niagara-on-the-Lake. So he worries about Canadians too.
My advice to the Canadian, I think you have to consider you'll be more cautious. of what you do, what you say. If you want to still, come to Hong Kong and have a business with Hong Kong, have to be more cautious. You just can't do the same as you did before. This is not the same.
No, it's not the same Hong Kong. And for all his bravery, make no mistake, there are moments he is afraid and desperately sad.
Your sister in Niagara-on-the-Lake must be very worried about you.
Well, well, he has to go on. Thank you for letting me to talk to your people.